For those that have followed my videos over the years, they'll know I've covered the topic of Alex Jones being Bill Hicks countless amount of times, first starting back in 2009 or 2010, and it's been a few years since I last touched upon the subject. But with the whole situation with Hulk Hogan supposedly passing away, I want to touch upon a video I made about 7-8 years ago with Hulk Hogan calling in to the Alex Jones show under his real name, Terry. First off, let's take a look at Hulk Hogan's profile. Once again, of course, Hulk Hogan, the initials being HH for 88. Born in Augusta, Georgia, August 11th, of course, August being the 8th month of the year, and 11, you get 88 again. Funny how that all works out. But again, Terry in Georgia, that's the whole entire topic that I covered, again, 7-8 years ago. Let's play that clip, then we'll break it all down. Obviously, Hulk Hogan's not calling in as Hulk Hogan. He's in incognito. And I'll make the connection with Hulk Hogan calling in. And why is he calling in under his real name? The world's a stage, and I'll get into that aspect. But first off, let's take a listen to, again, Hulk Hogan as Terry calling in to the Alex Jones show.
Let's go to Terry in Georgia. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got something for you. We have, of course, the NDAA, which is, totally unconstitutional. But they don't follow the Constitution anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The problem that I have is a judge, says, hey, we're not going to, no, this is not constitutional. We're not going to accept this. This is not for the American people. And then their lawyers go around, turn around, and overturn it right away. The problem that we have is that information is at the speed of light. And with that information, like back in 1776, information didn't travel like this. They're spying on everything that we do.
And that's clearly Hulk Hogan using his real voice, the individual Terry behind the character Hulk Hogan. So it's not going to sound exactly like Hulk Hogan, obviously, where his voice is a bit toned down. He's not playing the character as Hulk Hogan you see on TV. But in comparison's sake, where you're going to hear Hulk Hogan a little bit toned down during this one interview, you're going to clearly hear that it's the same person. Let's take a listen to this interview from back in 1994.
What I love to do. And I got two small kids, Nicholas and Brooke. And Brooke is 6 years old, and she kind of caught the tail end of Hulkamania. Now my son Nicholas is going to be 4, July 27th, and he's all the time I'm signing these autographs while I'm doing Thunder in Paradise.
Clearly the same individual. Some people are not going to get it, that Hulk Hogan is just a character on the world stage, just like Alex Jones, as you see here, doing the 666 hand sign. Like I mentioned many times, Alex Jones, just a character. And they decided on the name Alex Jones because it is 33 numerology, just like Infowars is 33 in numerology for the dual 33. And again, Hulk Hogan being HH for 88, your dual 33 once again. You split the 2 8s in half to get your dual 33s once again. But nonetheless, this is sort of like an inside joke with the people behind the scenes. I'm going to explain how they work for the same company, these two individuals. The character playing Alex Jones and Hulk Hogan. And it's all busted wide open by Alex Jones' close associate, Mike Hansen, going way back in time to approximately the year 1999 or 2000. I'm not quite sure of the year of this video. But this was on Infowars, and this blows it wide open with the connection with Infowars being owned and controlled by Time Warner. Take a listen as this interaction with Mike Hansen, again, the associate employee with Alex Jones, not only an employee but a friend, as this interaction with a police officer in Texas. Mike Hansen, as you see here once again, was filming these policemen pulling over these truck drivers, and the policeman didn't like it. He was sent over, actually, by a supervisor, And Mike Hansen was told to stop filming. Let's play the video clip, and we'll get into the details that blows this wide open.
Yes, I sure do.
Can I see it, please?
Yes, come on over here. But I want this camera on at all times for documentation.
Who do you work with? Can I see it? Can I take mine if I take it?
No, I do not want you taking my
I
wallet.
just want to move your hand so I can see
No,
it.
sir.
I'm not going to take your wallet.
Right there, right there.
Now I'm going to stop right here. Really important. He's flashing the ID for the police officer, and it says Time Warner on it, and the cop says it himself. And again, the connection with Time Warner and Infowars, this blows it wide open with the connection. Let's continue.
You work for Time Warner Cable?
Right there.
Is that who you work for?
I work for Alex Jones. Who do you work for?
You work for President
I work for
Time
Infowars. INFOWARS.com. It's a website.
Infowars.com. Okay, that's what I'm asking.
So right there, I'll just stop it. And the bottom line is, when Mike Hansen shows that ID to the police officer, again, it says Time Warner here, it's going to be very, very obvious the connection. It's again showing Mike Hansen and Alex Jones. How obviously it's supposed to be a Alex Jones production, but the backers behind the scenes are Infowars is Time Warner and CNN, as you see here. Take a look here. It's going to make perfect sense why you see Alex Jones, the character playing Alex Jones, constantly on CNN over the years, and also going back in time. We've seen it many times where we see Bill Hicks showing up on CNN as well. Not just some amazing coincidence that this individual, Bill Hicks, looks just like Alex Jones. Get a close-up here. And take a look here at so-called Bill Hicks and Bill Hicks here. Do they look the same? Obviously not. People are going to say, oh yeah, he was sick and later on in life he lost a lot of weight. But this looks more like Alex Jones than Bill Hicks here looks like this individual. Again, side by side like I showed earlier. Just take a close look once again, and clearly you're going to see how these two individuals look identical. And this guy here looks like neither one. So let's continue on here. When it comes down to it, as far as the connection, when it comes to, once again, CNN, Time Warner, Alex Jones, and who do you have here with Ted Turner and Hulk Hogan? Of course, Ted Turner eventually sold the company to Time Warner, but they're still under the same umbrella, running the same organization of WCW Wrestling after he left. Just like CNN continued to move forward. I want to point out here is, again, the aspect of these individuals playing different roles. Just as you see here, obviously in pro wrestling, many times wrestlers play different characters, just like you see here with Mean Mark Callis in the NWA, later became The Undertaker in WWF. The pro wrestler using his real name, Scott Hall, became Razor Ramon. And here you see them both side by side in the NWA. Scott Hall and Mean Mark Callis later on, again, being The Undertaker and Razor Ramon. So the entire concept, just like pro wrestling, used in the so-called real world, once again, with Bill Hicks playing Alex Jones. Just repackaging one character into another, just like pro wrestling. Just like I stated years ago, there was the original Alex Jones, as you see here, playing the character. Then later on, they added a different Alex Jones. And we'll play those clips. I'll show that once again. But first off, the more recent Alex Jones, obviously, looks nothing like the original Alex Jones. Totally off. Not even close. Ears off, eyes off. The nose, everything is different. Not even close to being the same character. And here's the side-by-side of the one character playing Alex Jones. At this point, I believe it's this individual, as you see here. As he's aged, it's this Alex Jones. Gets to be a bit confusing, but these two are not the same either. Again, the original one, this one took over a bit later. Again, these two are not even the same either. Different eyes, different face, different ears. This Alex Jones has smaller ears. This one has more of a kind of pointy ears. I mean, everything is off. But let's first play this video clip. Listen to Alex Jones, the original one from 1995, and just take a listen to how he sounds. Completely different, not only with the voice, but obviously the looks as well. Not even close to the current Alex Jones.
A council member's house, home, down here in Austin. And I'm not going to tell you their address or who they are, but you ought to see how overgrown their house is. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Now take a look at this version of Alex Jones. Hairline's a bit off. The voice is off. It doesn't sound the same as this Alex Jones here. And it's clear as day, these two are not the same. And again, this is about the same time frame. And this guy's a little bit pudgier, shorter. Just take a listen. You're going to hear he sounds different as well.
Email and letters from my Genesis show. Is that right? Yeah, we just get the Genesis program on in Austin or Temple or San Antonio. I've already gotten some inquiries from Austin and several from San Antonio.
Now I'm going to play this clip. They're going to be talking over each other, but you're going to hear they're not the same. Not the same at all. Take a listen.
A council member's house, home, down here in Austin. And I'm not going to tell you their address or who they are, but you ought to see how overgrown their house is. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Now, again, looking at this Alex Jones to this one. Again, not even close. Let's take a listen once again to this Alex Jones speak. And obviously we all have heard Alex Jones and more recently and how he sounds. Not even close.
And all the Hollywood people and Ehud Barak, the Israeli prime minister, and the rest of it. That's my point.
At a council member's house, home, down here in Austin. And I'm not going to tell you their address or who they are, but you ought to see how overgrown their house is. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous that people believe that this Alex Jones and this one are the same. Absolutely no way. This one has smaller ears. His ears are a bit different again. These ears are more pointed up. They're not the same. Again, this angle you're going to see, it's kind of hard to see here. But definitely the ears are off. I mean, everything is off. Not even close. And again, showing this individual here with this one. Again, they're playing different roles. Just like I showed with my video on Donald Trump, with Ivana, Marla Maples, and Melania. The three marriages, and all three individuals are off. Clearly, these two are way off. I pointed out before with a little bit of a close-up. These three are obviously not the same person. I mean, again, to be repetitive, if you saw my previous video on Donald Trump, but just take a look at the eyebrows on this one. With this one, the chin, I mean, this one here, none of them match. So when I point this out to people, they should be able to get it as the world being a stage, and they're using different characters to play the role of the same individual. Some might go in retirement. Some might have passed. Whatever the case is, there's people playing the name, playing the role. But they're using different individuals to play the role. And it's clear as day. Some people, they're not going to get it. It's going to be too hard to accept. But definitely when it comes down to the world's a stage, and there are many examples of this throughout the years. And once again, Alex Jones being Bill Hicks. And this individual here looks nothing like either one of these individuals. The world is a very strange place. To explain this to people that, that are glued to their TV and believe what they see on TV, it's going to be hard to understand and accept. But that's the reality of several people playing the role of one character.
John chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can